What's going on, Pats Nation? First off, man, I want to start out. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. Mine was okay. It could have been better had we won the game, but it was all right. Ain't much I can say about that. It was all right. We lost the game. Had we won the game, it would have been a whole lot better. A whole lot better. But, things happen. And, these New England Patriots for the 2021 season, 2022 season, has found ways to lose games. And that's what we did against the Bengals. That's exactly what we did against Cincinnati. We found a way to lose that game. A little quick recap about it, man. Where do I start? Got off to a slow start. It was 22 zip. It was like 15 zip the first half. Then it got 22 zip. Turnovers. Well, no, we didn't really turn the ball over. I'll get to that in a minute. But the start, oh, God, defense couldn't stop a nosebleed to start. Defense was bad. We was getting a little bit of pressure on Burrow, not a lot. He had all day in the park for the most part. On the play calling, and I get to that in a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about Bill O'Brien. Play calling was awful. We couldn't get a first down to start. Without Marcus Jones, our rookie corner out of Houston, I don't know where we'd be at. I don't know where we'd be without him. Because him alone himself has won us a couple games. Like, go back to that Jets game. But this game here was a disaster to start. It was an interesting finish, but the start was bad. It had me thinking. I was seeing stuff on Twitter like, "Damn, are we ready for Christmas already? Are we ready for the off season already?" Because it was bad, man, to start. But came back out second half. Finally got some stuff going. A little bit of luck. Had some luck on our side. On that Jacoby Myers deep pass, I think it bounced off Scotty Washington, the tight end we just brought up from the practice squad. Bounced off of him, and whew, it was bad, man. That's when your season has been bad when one of Matt Jones' touchdowns, one it shouldn't have been a touchdown, it should have been a pick. If the Bengals would have just batted the ball down, we wouldn't even the game wouldn't even got to where it got. But Jacoby Myers kind of made up for what he did the previous week against the Raiders and came up big for us, surprisingly, in this game. Seemed like everything what could go wrong has gone wrong for us this year, all year, man. It's just one thing after another. We found ways to lose games. Kendrick Bourne had a pretty good game. Finally found a way to use him, started using him. It makes me think if we would have been using him like that all year, where would be at? I think he had over 100 yards. I think I looked on PFF grade. I seen some stat early on Twitter where he was first, and he had most receiving yards or something like that. I got to go back to it. But yeah, Kendrick Bourne, pretty good game for Bourne. Hope we see a little more of that. Only got a couple more weeks left of the season. Got Dolphins this week. I get that game here in a second. But yeah, man. I thought we was gonna win that game. I really did, man. I told y'all I had a dream. I had two dreams last week that we was gonna win it, but we didn't, man. We picked our defense played good in the second half, going down the stretch. Got a couple of picks. Marcus Jones with that pick six. McCourty made up for a couple of blown coverages. He got a pick, and then we was driving at the end of the game. Kendrick Bourne scored a touchdown. We get the running game going a little bit. And then I was standing here in the house. I was on my tippet. I was like, oh shoot, we about to win it. We coming back. We got 4 tries from the goal, from the goal, from what, 5 or 6 yard line. And lie to you not, I knew something crazy was gonna happen. I knew it. I knew something crazy about to happen. And Mondre Stevenson fumble. I think that was Von Bell or Jesse. I want to say it was Von Bell. He punched the ball out. We was going in. We was gonna have 4 tries. 4 tries. And boom, we seen what happened. The fumble. What could go wrong will go wrong, and that's what happened. What could go wrong will go wrong, and that's exactly what happened. So, Mondre Stevenson, he said again, for the second week in a row, he was trying to do too much. But yeah, that's what happened, man. Our dreams got shattered. Our hopes got crushed, man. It was bad. I was hurt. That game there hurt me, man. But it didn't hurt me as much as I thought it would because I figured something was going to happen. I just had a feeling I was like, I ain't going to fall for it. All right, this too good to be true. And then we seen it. So, hey, we showed fight, though. I like the way that we did show some fight against the Bengals. We didn't go down like that. Uche, I think, got 12 sacks right now. He had a sack. Judon got a sack. Somebody else did something. I'm trying to think. Somebody else. I know Uche Jr. got a sack, but that's what a tandem they've been all year. Uche with 12 sacks, breakout year, man. That boy's balling. Jr. We already know what you're gonna get from him. But other than that, that sums it up, man. We lost. We lost, man. Came down to the wire though. Wish we could have a few of those games back this year, but came down to the wire again. We got a few injuries to talk about. I know Hunter Henry got hurt on a play. Him and John ran into each other. John, he wasn't at practice today. Hunter Henry was there. They said his day to day. Parker wasn't back at practice. I don't know what kind of concussion he got, but he's missed the past. He's been out about 2 weeks now. This might be his third game he had missed. Excuse me. Marcus Jones wasn't at practice. Jalen Mills wasn't there. Jack Jones wasn't there. So it's Wednesday, still early. But hopefully, as we get close to Sunday, those guys will come back, man. I hope so. At least some of them. I think Parker will be back. I think Jack Jones will be there. I think Marcus Jones will be. I don't know what's going on with Jalen Mills. I heard he re-aggravated his groin, but hopefully he'll be back, man. We need him. Going up against Miami, I'll talk about that in a little bit, but we're gonna need him. I do think we match up better with Miami than we did against Cincinnati. They're big receivers. They match up a lot better. I'm talking about Bill O'Brien. There's been rumors coming out. A lot of Patriots reporters and a lot of ESPN Insider, NFL Network, in Rapport has been reported that we might be getting Bill O'Brien after the season. It's a good chance that Bill O'Brien will be with us. Be the offensive coordinator. Will be hired as an OC next year after the season. So I think if that happens, that's something that's going to get done in the offseason, probably like early like February. I'm talking about like right after the season, probably around the Super Bowl. Like this hiring, these hirings like this normally happen right after the Super Bowl and stuff like that. Because you got to get your staff ready for the combine, let you know what type of players you're going to look for, what type of system you're going to be running, and all that good stuff. So that's some good news. We got that. What could that news about the middle of the week last week? Like Bill O'Brien's probably going to be the next Patriots OC. Matt Patricia, Joe Judge, I think they'll hang around because those are Bill Belichick's guys. We'll find other roles for them in the organization. But it looks like Matt Patricia will be our OC. I'm not Matt Patricia. Stop it. Sorry about that. Bill O'Brien will be our OC next year. Is what it's looking like. So we shall see, man. We shall see, man. I think whenever we did have him, when we had Tom years ago, I forgot what year it was, but offense was top 5. We averaged like 29, 30 points a game. So he has history there. He's from Massachusetts. I think it gets done. But we had Tom. We ran 2 tight end sets a lot. Grunt had some of his best years. Elderman. We had a slot like we were good. We was at our best then when Bill O'Brien was running. And then Josh McDaniels has a couple of stamps there with us. But Bill O'Brien, I think anything's better for Patricia, man. I know you guys are tired of seeing screens and draw shotgun and run. We ran it 3 straight times out the shotgun on the go-to-go situation against the Bengals. 3 straight times we kept running, man, and that's Matt Patricia for you. That is Matt Patricia for you. But it's a good news. Bill O'Brien might be coming in, man. Hopefully he might can get more out of the 2 tight ends, get more than what we've got so far out of Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry. So I hope so, man. Anything will be a positive with that. We can get them back. I think it's going to happen, man. I seen Tom Curran, big-time Patriots reported that I respect. There's a bunch of them out there I do like. Tom Curran said that it's probably going to happen. He said it's probably already in the works. He said he wouldn't be surprised if it's not even already in the works or whatnot. So that'd be great if we can get him in there, man. It would be real good. But hey, man, hey, man, the line is drawing near. We almost at the finish line, man. For the good or the bad, I know some Pats fans that don't want us to make playoffs. They don't want us to win no more games, go 7-10, and get a good draft pick. I see some that, from a pride standpoint, from Pats fans, they want to see us get in the playoffs. So, but if we beat the Dolphins, right now we 1 game out. If we beat the Dolphins, we get that. We instantly get the 7th spot, but we still got to play Buffalo next week. So, but the easiest way to say it, if we win out, we win against Dolphins and Bills next week, we get the 7th seed and probably playing KC or Buffalo week 1 of the playoffs. If we beat Miami, but we lose to Buffalo, we still can get in if the Jets beat the Dolphins. If the Jets beat the Dolphins next week, we still can get in there. So we need a little bit of help, but the easiest way to put it is we have to beat the Dolphins. And about those Miami Dolphins, They coming off another disappointment. It's their fourth straight loss, fifth straight loss. They have hit rock bottom this last month of the season. Starting with the Chargers beat them. And then, no, 49ers beat them. They went out there. They had a little West Coast trip. Then they went to L.A., lost to the Chargers. Then lost to Buffalo on Saturday 2 weeks ago. Lost to the Buffalo Bills. And then they just lost to Green Bay on Christmas Day. Just lost to Green Bay Sunday. So, Tua, I'll get to Tua in a minute. He's dealing with a lot right now, man. My thoughts and prayers are with Tua and his family and the Miami Dolphins fans and whatnot. I just hope the best for all of them and whatnot, because he needs it right now. But this Miami Dolphins team is a team that the Patriots have struggled with since the 2020 season. Since the 2020 season, we have not beat them since week 1 of the 2020 season. That's the first game of Cam Newton. We have not beat this Miami Dolphins team. Haven't beat them. I don't know what it is. Like, Tua is 4-0 against Bill Belichick. He is 4-0 against Bill Belichick. That's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. Who can't believe that, man? He is 4-0 against Belichick. He's just really it's been one of those guys that really had Belichick's number, had the Patriots number. I feel like with this game here, they're starting. Tua's not playing, dealing with concussion, so he's out. Let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. He's out. I don't think Tua should play the rest of the year. In all seriousness, I think his long-term health is what's best for him right now. I don't think he should play the rest of the year. I really don't, man. Football's a violent sport. I don't think Tua should play the rest of the year. And I think he might. I was talking to the buddies earlier. I think he might retire this offseason. And I think the Dolphins going to be in the quarterback market, probably look via trade, free agency, probably in the draft. I know they don't know how their picks look right now, but I don't think Tua. I think Tua's days in football, playing football, are over. And sadly to say, man, it hurt because I like him. Alabama. I'm a big Alabama fan. Matt came from Alabama. Belichick, he has a strong connection with Alabama players and coaches and the staff and stuff there. I don't think Tua's playing no more, man. I can't see it. It's his third concussion, and we seen that scary hit that he took on Thursday night. When they played the Bengals within the first month of the season, and that was enough for me right there. And that was his second. They claimed the first one when they played the Bills week 3 of the season. They claimed he didn't suffer concussion, but if you watch that game or seen highlights or seen the episode that Tua had when he got up, you knew right then answer was a concussion. I think they labeled it as a foot injury or something like that. I got to go back, but it does not look good. It did not look good. The way he was wilding out there, that had to be concussion. So if you count that one, the one that he suffered against the Bengals, and that was even scarier than what he suffered against the Bills 4 days prior to that game. If you count that, and you count the one he just said, and this the thing, I was watching that game, and nobody took notice of. Nobody said anything. I was watching that game. And when I don't know who the player was for the Packers that sacked him, or he didn't get sacked, they hit him after he threw it, and he fell funny. He didn't brace himself, he fell. I seen it. I said, "Oh, dang, Tua." I said nobody mentioned it. Yeah, all the reports coming out this week when he hit it, I already knew. I knew myself because when I watched the games thorough, and I watch it very close, and I saw how he hit it. I didn't say anything. I said to myself, I said, "Oh, snap!" I said that looked bad. But nobody never mentioned it. He didn't show any signs of concussion. Now he showed signs and ways of his play or whatnot after that because he threw some crazy interceptions. I don't know if that was dealing with it, but it was reportedly that Monday is when he started had concussion symptoms, and he entered the protocol, and he reported it to Mike McDaniel, coach for the Dolphins and their staff or whatnot. So my thing is, I knew when he hit his head on that play, whoever sacked him, I don't know, it might have been Preston Smith, or somebody hit him and he fell kind of hard. I seen it. I said, "Oh, that don't look good. That don't look." But the camera shifted from it though. They didn't show no more of it. But I seen it. I seen it with my own eyes. And I said, "Oh, that didn't look good." And then the story came out a couple of days later that had to be the play. So I knew it. But yeah, I hate it, man. Teddy Bridgewater is who's gonna be starting. I don't know who their backup quarterback is. Give me a minute. Let me check. I don't know who their backup quarterback is. Give me 1 minute. But I think it's who is the Dolphins? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. But whoever it is, they're gonna be backing up Teddy Bridgewater. And we all know Teddy Bridgewater he's been on a bunch of teams, formerly he was drafted by the Vikings, been on a bunch of daggone teams and whatnot. We know what he is right now. He's not gonna take a lot of chances with the ball. He's conservative for the most part. Skylar Thompson, that's the Dolphins backup quarterback behind Bridgewater, Skylar Thompson. He's conservative for the most part. He's not going to take a lot of risk or whatnot. So the thing with Teddy Bridgewater is, I think if we can get after him, get up on him, and force him to play from behind, I think we have the upper hand in this game against Miami on Sunday. Because Teddy Bridgewater, I mean, they got weapons. Just because Tua's out don't mean nothing. It might take a little bit out because, Bridgewater came in when he got hurt against the Bengals. He came in and whatnot. But they still got some weapons there. You still got to deal with Waddle. He had a big game twice against us last year. And this year, you remember he scored on the play right before the half of the first game. Tyreek Hill had like 90 yards on us. They got Waddle, Hill, Cedric Wilson, Gesicki, a bunch of running backs. They got Jeff Wilson, Raheem Mostert. They still got some guys. They defense got some guys that they defense haven't really lived up to the expectation with Chubb and Phillips and Javon Holland back there, Xavier Howard. They got some guys on that defense that they can give the Patriots problems. We don't have our act together, which we haven't had it together all year. But with the just because Tua's out, it's going to take away from the offense Mike McDaniel wants to employ. But I don't think they still got talent, man. They still got talent. Waddle, Hill, they got talent. So I do think we match up better with them than we match up against the Bengals because the Dolphin receivers are much smaller and we're a faster team in the back end. We're smaller in the secondary. We don't have that big corner. That's the thing. That's something we got to address in the offseason draft. That's a conversation for another day. I get that this offseason. But I do think like we match up better with them. Well, we can't let Bridgewater come out here and like we know what Bridgewater is. Just get out them early, get up on them. He'll throw you a couple balls or whatnot. He's been known to give it away. He's an injury-prone quarterback as well. We talk about Tua always dealing with something. Bridgewater's been dealing with a lot too. He's with the Panthers, Denver, Minnesota. I think he was with the Jets too, I believe. Like he's been around. He's had a few stops. The Saints with the Saints. So in terms of Bridgewater, like just don't make this. We don't even make this game too hard, man. I think the matchup good with them. They beat us 4 straight times, so we got this a must win for us. We win, we in the 7th spot instantly, and we'll worry about week 18 when we get there next week. We're at Buffalo next week, but if we win this game, we're in the 7th spot. It's simple as that. We control our own destiny. We just got to win. That's all we got to do. Just got to win. It'll be a tough game. Divisional foe, always tough. I got to think we want some type of revenge from the past 4 meetings. You've got to think that. You've got to think we want some type of revenge, man. They've been whooping us, man. The games have been close, but we just cannot get over the hump of Miami Dolphins. So they beat us 4 straight times. But it's a pretty big game, man. Not a big game, a huge game. Other than that, man, like. Just getting ready for Sunday, man. And I hope all you guys enjoy the rest of the week. Have a great New Year's. I won't be doing another show till about next week. Just stay tuned. Stay locked into my YouTube, my shorts, and my profile stuff like that. I'll be putting out some shorts and videos like that. But this also we can get the ball rolling. We're gonna be weekly shows. We're gonna pick it up a notch after the season. Kind of just getting into the YouTube thing, start my own Patriots channel, whatnot. So. Pats Nation, y'all gonna be with me. Y'all gonna help me run these numbers up, and we just gonna go with it, man. We're gonna go with it. So, and I really appreciate y'all. Also, make sure you liking, you sharing, you subscribing, and you passing it to a friend, to pass to another friend, to pass to another friend. Make sure you continue doing that. But other than that, man, that's gonna be it for this episode of Ken's Pats Talk. I appreciate everyone that joined in, and for the ones that are going to join in later on, that are going to tune in and watch it on YouTube later on, make sure you like, you share, and subscribe, and also leave some comments. I appreciate it. Go Pats.